going to go away from USA for a little bit. You have that incredible surge of momentum over the final three matches to qualify to go to New Zealand. That was going to be in January for 2014. But just before that, you have the World Cup qualifier in the UAE. You qualify for the World Cup. Sharad Vasakar, the hero in the knockout stage match, hitting the winning six to clinch the spot in the World Cup itself in Bangladesh. Going to that World Cup, that T20 World Cup, take us through that experience. You record two memorable wins against Afghanistan and Hong Kong, and you almost give Bangladesh a really serious fight. What was that whole experience like, being part of the first team from Nepal to go to, not just go to a major ICC event at senior level for the first time, but to come away with two wins and almost progress into the main phase of the tournament?
Incredible. I would say before going to Bangladesh and coming from Bangladesh, I think we had two different cricket-loving community here. If there were like 100 people who watch cricket in Nepal before Bangladesh, we had now 100,000 people now, following Nepal cricket post the World Cup. Why? Because now you had a cricket team that was winning, and now you had the national cricket team live on TV performing. The whole qualification process was such that we played tight games and everybody was, pushing themselves. Everybody around the national cricket team knew that this whole dream of everybody before us, around us, was distinctly becoming a reality. 2013, when the World Cup qualifiers happened, before that, 2012, when we gone for the 2020 qualifiers, we were ranked 15th going into that tournament in 2012. And when the tournament ended and when we beat PNG for the 7th and 8th position, we came 7th. And at that point of time, we had 6 teams that qualified for the World Cup from the qualifiers. So without absolute no knowledge of what the standards of cricket was at that level, from 15th to having come 7th, we knew that when we came into the other qualifiers, it was just a matter of one position down. Where if we had come 7th last time around, if we push one more step, it would mean that we'd make it to a World Cup. So that gave us a massive belief. A year and a half before that, that qualifier made us believe that, okay, we came 7th. Now, if we push really hard, we could come 6th and be in that top 6 bracket and make it to a World Cup. And we had memorable games where we chased 180 against Kenya. And then we played some amazing cricket all throughout the tournament and came down to Hong Kong, where we had to beat them. We beat them, and when we made it to the World Cup, I think the whole country erupted. And then when we went Bangladesh, I think that's when the whole dynamism of Nepal cricket changed. I came back from the hotel after the first game. We beat Hong Kong. We made 41 runs. I think Hong Kong all out for 59. Came back to the hotel, opened up my social media, and it was just incredible to see the messages, the photos from different parts of the country. Everybody was glued onto the TV, and I had messages from Finland, from Australia, from Nepal saying when the national anthem was being played, they had tears in their eyes, they had goosebumps, and everybody was very, very proud. And then at that moment, I thought that now it's getting serious. Why? Because now the whole country is looking up to us. And I remember telling this to Pubudu, because Nepal versus Afghanistan, they kept beating us at pivotal moment. It was a semi-final or a final that you just turn up and beat us. And I kept telling him between the two of us that we will beat them. And when we beat them, the world will see. And over the years, we came so close. There were times when we lost by 5 odd runs in Singapore, when we had around 11 runs to win against Afghanistan. And they got the last 5 wickets for 6 odd runs, and they won by 5 runs. And even then, I kept telling Pubudu that when and if we beat Afghanistan, the world will know. And it came down to that one game in the World Cup when the whole world was watching, and we beat Afghanistan. And even against Bangladesh, we played decent cricket, but just the second innings, the due factor was so much that we couldn't do much. Overall, Bangladesh 2014 World Cup was the biggest changing time for Nepal cricket. And the kind of cricket that we played actually during that tournament also made people believe in us, because we probably played our best cricket at that tournament, whether it was against an associate country or a test playing country like Bangladesh, where we at least competed against them, or when we beat Afghanistan, who was supposedly one of the stronger teams at that point of time. So it was just incredible. That whole journey is something where I can't explain it in words.